everyone, it's Hailey, and today I'm going to be doing a video that I'm really excited about and I've kind of wanted to do for a while, but I'm going to be reacting to the first video that I ever posted on my channel. So to give you a bit of background here, I, in May, will officially have been doing YouTube for 7 years, which seems wild to me. That seems like such a long time. And I thought it would be fun to kind of look back at the first video that I ever posted. It's actually a book haul and it's a two-parter, so I'm not sure if I will watch the first part only or the second part only, but I thought it would be fun to like look at it, see which books I actually ended up reading, see which I didn't end up reading. It was basically when I discovered like discount bookstores, so that's why I ended up with so many books. But the overall moral of this story is to not spend your student loans on books. I've talked about this and I hate it so much, but I want to mention it because I feel like, especially now we live in such a consumer culture, that it's really easy to feel like you need to buy all of the books. I mean, case in point. However, I probably didn't, like, looking back, I can't even remember what I got in this first book haul. I literally have no clue what would be in here. There's a couple ones I can remember, but I had just come from being in high school and I didn't have, like, I was in my first year of university. I didn't have a lot of money growing up. I didn't have excess money to really buy books or stuff like that. Like, I had to be really careful about what I was buying. So then for university, as I was in grade 12 graduating, I applied for student loans and I ended up getting like student loans, but then I ended up also getting scholarships. So I didn't really need as much of a loan as I had gotten, but I didn't, it's embarrassing, okay? I'm stupid. I didn't realize you have to pay back your student loans. Please take a moment to laugh. You can do that. I didn't know anything about money. I had no clue. I thought I was just getting free money from the government. I was like, thank you. Now I'm just giving money to the government because taxes are absolutely horrible. But anyways, the moral of it all is that I ended up having excess money and I spent it all on clothes that I didn't need, and on books, primarily on books. So that is what funded this first book haul. Learn from my mistakes, be financially intelligent. I would like to say this is my own fault entirely. It's not the fault of those around me. They tried to educate me. Money stresses me out, so I was just like, no. But yeah, that is essentially the long-winded explanation for why this is actually a huge May book haul, and why you should not do the same thing. So let's just get watching it. Okay, let's go.
Hey everyone, it's Hailey, and today I'm going to be doing my May book haul. So I'm not going to waste any time because I have like 50 plus books to show you,
So first of all, I don't know why my voice sounds so high-pitched. I don't know why it's like, hey Hailey, I'm gonna be doing my May book haul. I have no clue why it's so high-pitched. But also, I like how I'm like wiping off the sweat because I'm so nervous or something. I don't know.
I'm just gonna get right to it. So first I'm gonna be showing you my standalones that I got and the ones in books that are part of series that I'm not sure if I'm gonna continue. So the first...
Incredible editing right there. Really solid jump cut.
This book I have to show you I actually don't have on me because I lent it to a friend, and that is Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson.
I'm trying to think of who I lent that to.
I read this book at the beginning of the month and I loved it. It's one of my new favorite contemporaries. It's just a really cute...
I literally can't because I feel like I sound like a Valley girl. I don't know why this is happening. But Since You've Been Gone, I have read and I did like that one. I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite. Like, I have since read others by Morgan Matson that I enjoyed more, but that was the first Morgan Matson book that I read because I remember it had like just come out when I was filming this video, so it was like everywhere.
Fun summer story. In this book, this girl she's normally shy, but her best friend is really outgoing, and then her best friend kind of disappears and she leaves her this list of things to do during the summer. So it's just kind of about her accomplishing all these things, and in the process she finds herself, and it's just a really fun read. I definitely recommend it for the summer. Next we have
My hair is also so red. Oh my god.
I haven't actually read this book yet.
Okay, so To All the Boys I've Loved Before I obviously have read. I did like it. I didn't enjoy it as much as a lot of other people. The series as a whole, I did really enjoy. Like, the character development was really great.
In this book, I've heard is super cute. I know it's about this girl who writes letters to all her crushes, and then somehow they all get sent. Those last two books I got from Chapters. Sorry, I should probably say where I got the books.
I don't think it really
matters. The Host by
matters.
Stephanie Meyer, and this is
The Host by Stephanie Meyer,
like, I don't know.
I think I read
It's
it.
a pretty big book.
I'm pretty sure that I read that one. I can't 100% remember. Oh, Books a Million. So that's like the first time, well, not the first time. That's the first time I went book shopping in the States. I remember my dad and I like drove to try and find a Books a Million because it wasn't really on the way, but there was one kind of close to the mall that we were going to when we were in the States. So yeah, I distinctly remember that.
And I've seen the movie. I don't exactly remember whether I liked it or not, but I know the concept seems really cool, and I'm kind of reading a book that's like it now.
What book am I talking about?
But I don't know,
I'm really confused.
I've heard a lot of people, this is like one of their favorite books, so I decided to pick it up and check it out. Next, also from Books a Million, I got The
Diviners, of course, I have read and I really loved. That's one of those books you see on bargain all the time.
About, I think it's a historical fiction, kind of with like a magic element to it, and I've seen a bunch of people have this book, but I've never really heard of any.
Which is so funny because that was true. I hadn't really heard of anyone reading it before, but now it feels like everyone's read it and really loved it. But that was also when like just the first book was out, obviously.
Anyone reading it, like I always see it on people's bookshelves and stuff. And I'm sure you've seen the like hardback. It looks like that. It's super cool.
I do not know.
So I'm kind of excited to read this. It is a really big book, so I'm not sure when I'm going to get to it, just because it's like a super big commitment.
Classic commitment
but
issues.
I'm sure I'll get to it eventually. Next we have the infamous.
So the infamous Rebel Belle is because this book was everywhere. I think it was the Booksplosion Book of the Month when I was filming this video. It was everywhere and everyone was talking about it. Specifically, I remember Jessie from Jessie the Reader talking about it all the time.
Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins. So I'm sure.
So yeah, I did read this one and I did like it.
Everywhere, all over BookTube, and I read it in the midst of the hype, and I did really enjoy it, but it is kind of just like a fun, quirky read.
Quirky?
It kind of takes the paranormal aspect and like just kind of flips it around and makes it kind of like funny a little bit. And I'm pretty sure this book is going to be the first in the series, so I'm not sure if I will.
I did not continue with the series.
I probably will.
You probably won't.
I don't know. I don't think I'll go out and get it right away. I haven't really decided yet. Kind of depends.
What does it depend on?
We'll see. But yeah,
Who knows?
I did really enjoy this book. And then I got What I Thought Was True by Huntley Fitzpatrick. This is the one with the...
So What I Thought Was True, I have read. I think that one also came out around when I was filming this video, but I did enjoy that one. It was pretty good.
Really cool, like striped spine. And this I got from Chapters. And I don't know what this book is about. I just know that a lot of people really like Huntley Fitzpatrick for My Life Next Door, which I haven't read yet, but I am planning to read. And I decided to pick up her newest book just because it seems like a fun summer contemporary. Next we have Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I can never say her name.
Rainbow Rowell. What a struggle.
Book,
Someone actually told me that it's like Rowell, as in rhymes with towel, so that really helped me out. But Fangirl I have read, and it's actually one of my favorite books of all time.
On sale there, so I decided to pick it up because a lot of people really like Rainbow's writing. So I'm really excited to see how, like, why everyone likes her writing style, because I've never read anything by her yet. Next I got The Immortal City by Scott Speer, and this book is by Ashley Tisdale's fiance, I want to say.
I totally forgot about this book.
It takes place in a world where
Ashley Tisdale's fiance, that's so funny.
Angels.
Recently, actually, she was involved in some controversy because I don't know if it's the same guy, but she was like doing one of those Vogue like come in my house things, kind of like MTV Crib, that sort of thing. But she was showing her bookshelves and she was like, the truth is there were no books on these shelves before, and she had her fiance or whoever go out and buy books the day before to fill the shelves. So interesting and timely, but hilarious. I definitely didn't read this book. I totally forgot it exists.
Oh, I thought that seemed really intriguing and very cool, and I'm interested in how that concept
Celebrities
will
are
kind of play
angels.
out. Next I got Winger by Andrew Smith, and like Immortal City, this one is from Book Outlet.
Winger by Andrew Smith I did read, and I really liked it.
Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to read it. It didn't really sound like something that interested me that much. All I really know is that it takes place in a boarding school. but I decided I would give it a chance because a lot of people do really like it, and I found it for cheap on Book Outlet, so I decided I would.
This one I remember when Padfoot and Prong 07, Raylene was making videos, she was talking about this book, and I think she actually sent me a copy of the second book, which was really nice, but my dad and I ended up reading these books, and he really liked them too.
Pick it up, and we'll see how I end up liking it. These next two books are from Book Outlet as well, and that is The Compound by S.A.
This is the one that for some reason I could remember. I didn't read this one.
Goodreads, and
Wow,
I thought it was really intriguing. I'm pretty sure the family has been like, they've been underground in a compound for 6 years, and then I believe I would assume they come out of the compound, and then it's like how the world has changed.
Painful.
So yeah, I'm really interested to read this. And then I have Tumble and Fall by Alexandra Coots. So this book
Tumble
does
and
not
Fall I
actually
definitely
have very
didn't
good
read.
ratings on Goodreads, but I bought it for the cover on Book
100%,
Outlet just to
I
make the
was gonna say
shipping
that.
worth it for the rest of my order.
Oh, classic
And
shipping.
I don't know, I thought it seemed kind of cool. It's about an asteroid is coming to hit the Earth, and like, it's what the people are gonna do. I don't know. I figured I'd try it, and if I don't like it,
I feel like this isn't that much different than how I sound when I film videos now. It's just I cut out all those parts, but that's basically me filming now.
or sell it or something. I don't know. Okay, now we're on to the last pile for my standalones and series I may not continue. So first we have Every Day by David Levitan.
I never ended up reading because I watched the movie and I didn't really like the movie all that much, unfortunately. I'm definitely only gonna watch part 1 of this. There's no way we're getting to part 2.
I've read Will Grayson by David Levitan and John Green, and I did enjoy it. I thought it was funny. So I'm interested in reading something that just David Levitan wrote himself. So I picked up this book because I've seen it a lot. It's also from Book Outlet. Most of these books are going to be from Book Outlet, just a warning. And I picked it up just because I was kind of interested in the concept too. This person who is not identified as a boy or a girl, I believe he's called A. Yeah, A. And he wakes up in a different person's body every morning, and I don't know, I just thought that seemed cool, and I wanted to see
Do I say everything seems
what
cool?
actually happened with that.
I don't think I ever
Next
say
I have
cool
A Need So
anymore now.
Beautiful by Suzanne Young.
A Need So Beautiful I
also
definitely
wanna pick
didn't
up
read.
The Program by Suzanne Young, because
I did read the program. I did pick that up eventually.
And I don't know, this book, okay, first off, the cover looks like Erin Heatherton to me, the Victoria's Secret angel. I don't know, maybe it's just me.
I forgot that she existed, but
this book, I believe, is about an angel who is on Earth, and she just feels compelled to help everyone, and that is about all I know. So I go into most of my books blind, but I'm really excited to read this because I've been into like angel books ever since I started like watching Supernatural with Castiel, and I'm just like, yes. So I really want to read angel books. So I picked up this one.
I can't. It's really funny too because I never ended up finishing with Supernatural until this past year. I don't even know what season I watched up until, but my boyfriend and I watched the whole thing through this past year. That's hilarious. I love that.
It sounded cool. Next I have Glow by
Glow I
Amy
definitely
Ryan.
didn't read, and I
This book
unhauled that
also
one
picked up
too.
on Book Outlet.
Basically any of the
I've
ones
seen
that I
it a
say I
lot
didn't
on,
read,
like,
I
clearance,
unhauled
so
them.
I don't know if that is a good thing or a bad thing, but I picked it up anyways, and I don't really know what it is about, but I guess I'll wait and find out. Next I have Tiger's Curse
Tiger's
by
Curse I never read
Colleen
either.
Hook. And this book I got because it was recommended to me a lot on Goodreads, so I decided I would check it out. A lot of people really like this book. I think it has like a 4.19 rating
Wow,
on Goodreads.
I memorized a rating. That's interesting.
So I saw it on Book Outlet, and I'm pretty sure this is I think there are 4 books in the series, I want to say. I'm probably wrong. But I decided to just pick up the first one, and if I like it, then I will continue with the series. And this is one heavy paperback. This is a heavy duty paperback. It has flaps and everything, and the
French
pages
flaps
of it
is what those are called.
Textbook pages, if that makes sense. I don't know.
Excellent.
Next I have The Distance Between Us by Casey West, or
Casey West is how you say it. I don't think I ever ended up reading The Distance Between Us, but I've read other books by her that I liked.
Is about a poor person falls in love with a rich person, and then it's the distance between their cultures and everything. I think that's right. I'm probably completely wrong. But it just seemed really cute, and I saw it on Book Outlet. I'm sorry, all these books are from Book Outlet. But yeah, I decided I would try it out just for like a cute contemporary. Next I have Unwind by Neil Shusterman.
I 100% did read this one though. So creepy, but so good. Like,
read it on my e-reader. And
really solid.
A hard copy because I did really enjoy it. I just think the concept for this book is so cool.
I already have
and
it.
I'm not going to explain it right now because it would take me like a really long time to explain it just because I get so into it. But I definitely recommend this book. It is very, very interesting.
I don't actually have that cover anymore though. I have another one because he sent me one. I think it's a signed one that I have now. But yeah, I don't have that cover anymore because I hate that cover.
By Sophie Jordan. And this book, it's a dystopian and it takes place in
Uninvited. I don't
America.
think I ever read. I'm pretty sure I didn't read that one.
Everyone has to get tested for like this
Dystopian.
homicidal
Why did I say it so
tendency
funny?
gene, and then the main character tests positive, and I guess it's just about her journey after that happens. And I thought that just seemed really cool. Next book I'm probably most excited for out of all of these, actually probably second most excited, and that is Fire and Flood by Victoria Scott.
Oh shoot, I just pressed next. Dang it! But yeah, I did read Fire and Flood by Victoria Scott. It was described as like Pokemon meets Hunger Games, I think.
I heard that this book is like a mix of the Hunger Games and Pokemon, which just seems so cool to me because they must have like little animals or like creatures, and I'm just like, what? So I'm really, really excited to read this book.
Oh my god.
So I'm really, really excited to read this book.
Classic.
And I'm hoping to
accidental
get to
editing error.
very soon.
I hate when I do that.
Next I have The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han.
The Summer I Turned Pretty, I did read.
That's why it's got flowers and stuff, but I like this
so much happening. I don't have that copy anymore though. I think that they actually just recently sent me a new one, so that is becoming a movie soon, but I did read that one and I liked it.
And I don't really know what this book is about. I just know that a lot of people do really like it, so that's why I got it.
Excellent.
Next I have Leviathan.
Okay. Leviathan, I ended up unhauling that copy, and then I got a new copy at I think a used book sale, and I still haven't read it, which is so tragic, but I've gotten it twice now.
Also the UK cover, and I do actually really like this one. And this book, I believe it's a steampunk kind of historical fiction, which just sounds really cool to me because I do really like history and I like English. Obviously, those are my two majors. So I decided I would try out some YA historical fiction because all I've tried is like adult historical fiction. So I want to see what YA has to offer for it. And I also really like Scott Westerfeld because the Ugly series was one of my like favorites, and it was probably the first dystopian series that I was like really excited for and read like all the way through in like 3 days.
Is that what I sound like now?
So we're finally down to the end of this pile. So I have Glitch by
I never read.
Anastasio, I'm sorry. In this book,
I will say I was really bad with like pronouncing names and then not looking up how to pronounce them. Now I look it up, but like an easy way to do that is either like try and listen to a sample of the audiobook, and sometimes it will have it in there, or look for interviews with the author and you will probably find something. But having like them pronounce it is the easiest way.
I saw it and I was on Goodreads and it was on my TBR. So that's why I decided to get it.
What a long-winded explanation.
Next I have Love Letters
to the Dead. I did read. This I think was also a Booksplosion book of the month at the time. This was like when I just discovered BookTube, but the author was mentored by Stephen Chbosky, but it was like kind of a carbon copy of Perks of Being a Wallflower, so I wasn't a huge fan of it.
By Ava DeLera, and this book I've already read, and it reminds me so much of Perks of Being a Wallflower, which I think is because she wrote it under the mentorship of Stephen Chbosky. It does really show because it is very, very similar to Perks of Being a Wallflower, but I still did really enjoy it. It's just kind of not.
I didn't really. When I like look back on it.
Just a fair warning. Next I have Of Poseidon by Anna
never read.
In this book, all I know is that it's about mermaids. And it is the first book in a series, but I'm not sure if I'm going to continue in it. And
Didn't
I got
even
it off
read the
Book
first
Outlet
book.
because it's been on there forever. Okay, and then last for my standalones in series that I'm not sure if I'm going to continue, I have Eleanor and Park by Rainbow.
So Eleanor and Park I have read, and I liked it at first, but then it kind of like was brought to, I feel like, a lot of people's attention how problematic it is. So I try and avoid Eleanor and Park now. I wouldn't say, like, I obviously, with how problematic it is, I'm not really a fan of it. I don't remember it all that much, to be honest.
I think I may have. Yeah. So this book, everyone
I also
seems
unhauled
to
it,
just
I
love
believe.
this
I don't
book,
have
but
it anymore.
I haven't read it yet, so I decided to try it out. I'm just kind of in the mood for a fun contemporary, so I will probably be reading this soon, and I will let you guys know what I think.
Now go watch part 2 series. Is that it? Is it just like picking up? I think because when I filmed it, I wasn't sure if I was gonna do 2 videos or 1 video. Oh, don't miss part 1, standalones. I like how it's in like space and everything. I filmed it as 1 video. So yeah, so if you guys wanted me, I hope I haven't been screaming the whole time. I did turn off noise cancellation, but I was probably still talking quite loudly. I'm sorry. But if you guys would like me to like react to the series part, I can definitely do that as well, or just react to like other book hauls that I've done and let you know if I read the books or unhauled them. Let me know if you would like me to do that. But yeah, that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know it was different, but I think that was a lot of fun. It's something that you guys have requested for a while now, and I'm glad that I finally ended up doing it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in another new video soon. Bye!